Louisiana Beer Reviews, Wasatch Pumpkin Seasonal Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, revisited. This special edition is being presented at almost 8 a.m. in the morning. It's been almost 3 years since I had this beer. Let's see, it'll be 3 years and 3 days as of this recording. So, it didn't seem that long, but time flies. It says enjoy by December 14, 2016. Has the date, guys. It is so frustrating to go to the store, buy a beer, and then find out when you get home looking at the bottle that the beer is out of date. Happened with the Young's Double Chocolate Stout. But you're buying stuff, and in my case, I'm not always thinking of looking at the date. I just bought it, and it happens so often. Now, at least they have the date, so you can be careful and look. The stores are not going to do it. In most cases, 95% of the time, I guess, they're not going to do it. Okay. But the frustrating thing is when they don't have the date, guys, at all. So then you don't know. At least here we know, and it's within the freshness range, so that's good. I have had almost every beer Wasatch produces and Squatters. They are a combined company. Okay, this is an unfiltered beer. It's 4% alcohol, so very mild for a morning brew. Now you say, you've been drinking all morning. I did drink 3 cups of coffee. Okay, yeah, I did finish off that Sheffield extra dry sherry. But what are we talking about? When I poured it in here, it was what, this much? Nothing. That was nothing. And then I'll drink 3 more beers today later. Maybe one at lunch, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, when I'm working bingo tonight, I'll drink 1. That's it. No big deal. Ooh, that is cloudy. Look at all that sediment. And I'll drink some hot tea. All right. Now, for the rest of this month, I'll sip a little bit every day of that Hennessy VS. Very special, or also you could say very smooth brandy. Cognac brandy. This just a little bit, then it'll be gone. And then start November, I'll do the black. In December, I'll do the Hennessy Privilege. So this business of drinking a whole lot that I hear people make comments on my videos like, oh, that Ice House, I drank 12 in one night and I was really loaded. And I'm thinking, why would you? And I say, yeah, it would do that, but I don't recommend it. Anyway, just because I'm preaching moderation doesn't mean other people are gonna live the message. All right. It's hazy. I see little fine sediment of some dark color, and it's orange tan like I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, this is a St. Arnold glass. This was given to me. I'm pretty sure Southern Eagle gave me 2 or 3 of these glasses because they distribute St. Arnold of Houston, Texas. So a Utah beer in a Texas glass. Let's check it out. Yeah, smells like pumpkin spice. I have not seen the Shipyard Pumpkinhead this year. Read an article, John Sharon posted it on Zone 1 on Facebook. He said, or the article said that pumpkin beers are kind of doing badly this year and they cut back on production. Well, when you overdo stuff, people get sick of it, so what's no surprise, right? Pumpkin spices, the nutmeg, the cinnamon. Smells like pumpkin pie. If you go in the grocery store right now, everything's pumpkin. They got pumpkin breakfast cereal, pumpkin little hand pies, you know, little fried pies from JJ's and other companies. Pumpkin beer, pumpkin everything, and actual pumpkins, which usually have more of a neutral flavor. That's why they add all the spices, because it's a squash and it would taste like nothing really. It's like a neutral, almost neutral vegetable matter. Well, you do pick up some of that almost neutral vegetable matter, some mild pumpkin spices, and honestly, a lot of water. Tap water, because that's what breweries use, tap water. You know that they treat it themselves. You know they're not using bottled water, which if you check carefully at a grocery store and you buy bottled water, most of it comes from a tap in another town, but somehow, since it's bottled, people just want to say it's better than what I'm drinking in my hometown. Like a whole bunch of them say, Atlanta Municipal Water Supply. Oh boy. It's very mild. I mean, our complaint about the Pumpkinhead was that it was it smelled and tastes like a Cost Plus World Market. It's almost like those spice brooms, but honestly, I think when you compare that, which is just like overdone spices, is like bold, wah, 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 a siren of spices, compared to this, maybe that's better, because this one is just a little too dull, I have to tell you. It's been over 3 years, like I said. I don't know what the ratings are on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, I didn't check. Is there anything bad about it? No. But, and I would highly recommend most everything Wasatch and Squatters produces, especially like their real strong IPAs and imperial beers. This one is just a little too watery. It needs more body, needs more alcohol, probably needs more spices. Now, I was saying about the pumpkin, and I don't think I've ever done a video on pumpkin. I drank some of that at a grocery store here when I got invited to a beer dinner, and I was drinking it. I wrote a written review because I was taking notes while I was drinking it. But that was like a mouthful of spices. It was like, ugh. But I think I would prefer that because it's a little more character. And I think I prefer the Black O-Lantern over this. But it's worth trying. And Wasatch usually has fair prices. So if you're into like really mild beers with sort of a watery aspect, this pumpkin ale should suit you. I think it's just kind of like okay. I'll say C+. Like, now you say, wow, you're the one who's always overrating stuff. I know that. Yeah, it's like, I can't say it's good. High average, so anyway, murmur. Y'all come on down to New Orleans.